Guys, Jen here. I wanted to let you know that hopefully this afternoon/evening I will be doing a bedtime story with one of the fairy tales. So I hope you tune in for that. Watch the notifications because the algorithm may hide it because I'm doing this video, but I have to show you this. Are you ready to get your socks knocked off? Okay, here we go. Remember how we were looking at light and the prism and the spectrum, and how I said, well, we're each at a different perspective and different angle. So, of course, we see things a little bit differently. And, of course, we each have a different philosophy regarding reality. I got to thinking, something just hit me this morning. The LED lights, right? They're blue. Remember blue light specials at Kmart when we were kids? Well, every color has a frequency, okay? This stuff is all interconnected. So you have a light prism from different angles that will shine at a different angle, and it will become a different color. Therefore, each color then represents a specific frequency. So I got the idea in my head, which we all know what happens when I get ideas. What frequency is blue? The blue LED lights we were talking about, how I had the theory that these beings were going to use the blue lights and the 5G to come into our reality on this side of the veil a little more physically, with more matter. Well, look at blue. The wavelength is 450, but the frequency, the hertz, is 6.6. I just had to show this to you. Now, I'm going to be looking at more of this, but I wanted to do a couple things while I was here, and I had you on the app here. So while I had your attention. So blue light is a color in the visible light spectrum that can be seen by the human eye. So it tells you light is made up of electromagnetic particles that travel in waves. And we all know who the Prince of the Air is. And if you go back, if you're new here, I did a lot of videos on light, and most recently I did one on the LED blue lights and why I think they are not something you want to do in your home, especially. They are also the colors of the screens that we look at every day. It's my belief that these things can travel through the light and as such get into our devices and make our realities a little less than solid. Now, one more thing. What is 450 in the Bible, okay? Now, I'm looking at that because 450 was the, 450 is the wavelength, okay? So I wanted to know what 450 was in the Bible because we all know what 666 is, all right? And so it says the word life appears 450 times in the Bible. And then it says in numerology, it has to do with your journey and change. And here, Bible numbers for life, we have the number 450 is hope of life after death. And I think that was it for now. I'm going to keep looking into this, but I just had to show you because that's pretty amazing, I think. That's just my opinion, but, to me, that says a lot. And, there's really not much I can add to that. I am, however, going to look at this real quick while I have you here. And then see you have the Jewish gematria and the combination that's most common for 450, okay? Neptune, God is Christ, I am the Son of God. These are all the different things that have to do with 450 souls. Pixar, which again has to do with light. Ormus, which I've told you before, I believe, is the manna from heaven. So again, I'm showing you a little bit about how this works for me and how I go about my research. And again, if the world is doing something, as we're seeing these LED lights everywhere, and Pittsburgh just installed them in their street lights, because of this, I go the opposite way. If the world is going towards something, I will go the other way, okay? And so again, we see 450 as Lord God, 12776, whatever that means, and it just goes on and on and on and on. But thought that was pretty amazing, guys, that blue is at 6.66 as far as the frequency and the hertz goes. Pretty amazing, guys. Watch for the live later for the fairy tale video. God bless. Bye.